Traders, somebody's just asked me my opinion on gold. Is it bullish or bearish? Do we buy or sell? And I think the first thing that I would do with this would be to go right out to a monthly time frame. But this is range bound at the moment on this daily time frame. Okay, it's not really giving us any clue. So we go out to the monthly, and what I want to do on this time frame is just look at the possibilities. Price action, swing low, swing high, retrace, swing low, swing high, retrace. It was a big one. Retrace, right? Consider that possibility. Now, if we grab a fib and we pull it from low to high, the big guns are obviously invested long, and they have a huge amount of capital to throw at this. You know, and they can mess around with these levels and keep pushing it up, right? But we've reached into all-time highs, and we've got these wicks, these candles. The other thing you want to consider is, given that big money has a lot of capital, you know, for them to get involved, like seriously involved, they would most likely want to push it down into these levels here to get a discount before it reaches into further, you know, uncharted territory. I'm just looking at this from the monthly time frame and considering the fact that we could see this thing pull back. That's the big picture. So let's just go down the time frames and have a look at this from the weekly, the daily, and you know, the 4-hour, etc. So this is not giving us anything at the moment other than it's range bound. All right. This is a trend, and I'm going to be looking for buy opportunities all through here, but this, it's really not doing much, guys. Bearish pressure you can see with these candles here. Right, that's the weekly time frame. And again, from this point of view, if we pick up a Fibonacci from even from this swing point here, low to high, yeah, the pullback into the 50, that's discounted. Fair enough. Okay, they have dropped it down into here on this time frame. Fine. Currently range bound. Daily time frame. Right, so this could head in either direction at the moment. What's the chart telling us? Not a lot other than it's heading sideways. You know, there's no trend. So it makes it a really difficult trade for a lot of people. See, this is trending. You know, and in something like this we can look for, you know, when you see the daily time frame moving like that, we get a ton of opportunities to short this. You know, but when it's doing this, it's a different story. This is not an easy trade, right? So, you know, you're really going to be looking to trade between this high. Let's just mark that up. This is the range at the moment, right? Let's just grab that. We'll call it resistance. So this is the range that it's trading. There's a high, there's a low, and it's wiggling between these two levels at the moment. Let's grab that. Bear with me for a second. Go down to support. We'll call it that, right? Okay. This price swing, this range, is the area that I'm interested in. So what's it doing within this zone here? Let's just go down and get a bit closer to it. Again, guys, it's not trending, right? This is, look at it. Okay. This is sideways trading. Now, you want to look for clues like breaks of structure. In other words, on the lower time frame, okay, clearly it's trending up, yeah? We can see that here. But what we get here is the breaks, you see how we're seeing these higher highs and higher lows? Well, we get this shift in the trend here, okay, change in character. Then we get, right, then we get a break of market structure, bearish. So on the 4 hour, what I'm getting more than anything is bearish price action. Okay, it's shifted gears. This trend here has shifted gears at this point. And, you know, where to from here? It could trade in either direction, to be honest. And it's going to be targeting two things, well, more than two things, but let's just have a look and see what potential targets there are. We've got this thin candle, nothing left and right of it here, right? So this is a bearish imbalance. The market's looking for liquidity and it's looking to rebalance, okay? So we've got a potential target here for this to trade up, look to rebalance potentially, okay? And there's liquidity resting above this range and below it, right? Both sides of the range, we have a ton of stops. So this is right for the picking. This is going to break out at some stage, either bullish or bearish. Now, if you have a look under, we've got, well, this entire area from the lows down to the high on the candle on the left. This is a void, right? A liquidity void. In fact, yeah, this is a imbalance bearish, liquidity void. Or if you want to narrow it down, there's a bullish imbalance down in here. That could be a target. Right? So you've got a target above and below that are pretty realistic. You've got the highs up in here, the lows down in here. So there's liquidity under the high, above the highs and below the lows, right? So this is a liquidity target. Let me just mark that up for you. And up in here, okay, we'll call it a liquidity target. So that's, if you're going to be buying, well, then you'd want to target these highs, right? And if you're going to be selling, I would say these candle wicks would be a perfect target long. And then the candle wicks under here would be a perfect target short. All right, there's a couple of options there. Which way do we go with this, right? There's no trend, okay? It's range bound. It could head in either direction because it's going to look to rebalance down in here and it could look to rebalance up in here. There's liquidity above and below, right? So both of these areas above and below are valid targets. So this brings us down into the current range. So we go down to a 15-minute chart and we're trading this range essentially. Right, between the red and the green zone. This is our trading range. And the way to get involved with this will be to monitor it. This is the Asian session range at the moment. As we trade into the London Open, let's mark up 3 a.m. New York time. Where are we? What's this? 15-minute chart. 3 a.m. Something's not quite right, guys. Hang on. Yeah, London Open is 3 a.m. New York. Let me just grab that. London session open. So you want to watch it into this. That's 3:30. Okay, hang on. Pull it back. 2, 3. Oh, gosh. There it is. Right. Is it really that far off? No, it's a 15-minute chart. Righto. Okay. We've got the London Open and then we got the New York Open later on, okay, at 8. Oh, we'll mark it up in a minute. Just delete that for a second. I'm just interested in this blue line at the moment. So you want to consider that this is going to be, okay, there's liquidity directly above and below this range. Okay, this is range trading. This is not a trend continuation or anything like that. We have liquidity sitting up in here, and we have liquidity sitting below. This, into the London Open, you're probably going to see some volatility. And let me just get my pencil. And it's going to head in either direction, definitely, right? Now, if it's looking to hit this target here, I would be looking for this kind of price action, right? It's ranging in now. Into the London Open, you see it. In fact, you might even see it trade a little higher up in here. That could happen, right? You get a bit of a move here, because what they're doing is they're building stop losses under here. They're building liquidity under. And a bit of a fake out here will build more liquidity, right? So then they'll hit that, and then you want to wait for this to start trending. Higher highs, higher lows, okay, after a dip under. And then that's your opportunity to get long. All right, let me just undo that. And it's going to be the same. I mean, it could trade either way, guys. It could trade long or it could trade short. And if it trades the other way, I would be looking for this. A bit of a fake out, a shake out, all right? Watch it around the London Open, because that's usually when you're going to see some kind of rotation. But this will entice sellers in, more liquidity. They hit that, and then it shorts. But at some stage, it's going to, you see the volatility, and then you'll see it trending. That's the best I can do with this, guys. There's no trend. It's a sideways ranging market. It could go either direction. Wait for the break and retest of the range, and that will give you a clue. All right, that's it for gold. Comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Definitely. So with that, I'll leave you with it, and see you in the next video.